everyone, Kelsey here, and I'm in beautiful Cape May, New Jersey, and we're going to have a little yoga adventure starting in all fours on our hands and knees. Let's take the fingers out nice and wide under the shoulders, the knees wide under the hips, and we're going to start with some cat-cows, dropping the belly button, inhaling as we look up, lifting the tailbone, and then exhale and tucking round, squeezing all the breath out. Inhaling as we look up, and then exhale and round and tuck, squeezing all the breath out, empty completely, and then big inhale, tailbone lifts, fill up the belly, and then exhale and squeeze everything out. And then inhale, let's come back through center, and then exhale, little wag the tail, left hip to left shoulder, look to the left. Inhale through center, and exhale, right hip to the right shoulder. Inhale through center, exhale, left hip to left shoulder. Inhale and exhale to the right. And then inhale through center, and let's combine the two, little barrel roll. Start to circle the head, circle the tailbone around, lifting and rounding, coming to the side, dropping and sweeping over. This is one of my favorites here. Barrel roll to one direction and then switch directions. Take it up and around the other way. Release down. Feeling that nice massage. And you can always do this with fists for wrists if you rather. Modify however you need to, right? It's all about listening to your body, what feels good. And then start to get a little crazy with it. Play around with adding little tilts, go diagonal. Just feel like you can get a stretch into every part of the body. Wiggling around, leaning forward or back to the side. Waking up every part of the body. And then after a little bit, start to come back through center, noticing how we feel. Take a little pause here, deep breath, inhale in through the nose, exhale out the nose or mouth. And then taking the right leg back, let's flex the foot, tuck the toes behind us, squeeze the right thigh. Let's take the left arm up to the sky. Feel that nice twist for the lower back. Deep breath here. If you want, you can even take the hand behind the back, tuck it into the hip, and then start to release out. Left hand comes down, right knee floats down, and let's take the left leg back. Tuck the toes under, squeeze the left thigh, and then right arm up to the sky. Feeling that nice twist for the lower back. Deep breath here. If you want, hand behind the back, tuck it under. And then start to release out. Taking all fours, maybe shaking the wrists out, shaking the hips. And then right leg straight back. Now this time parallel to the ground. Take a little look, make sure it's straight behind us. And then opposite arm and leg if we want. Left arm straight out in front of us. Belly buttons pulling in. We're stretching across the whole world here. We're not just holding. We're stretching, expanding. Looking down so the top of the head can reach forward. Tailbone reaches back. Deep breath. And then let's start to release. Little shake, little wiggle, and then left leg straight back. Left leg parallel to the ground. Right arm straight straight out in front of us. Core engaged, and we're lengthening and strengthening. Deep breaths here. Reaching a little further. Feel the body stretch out. Feel the breath flow just like the water behind me. One more breath. And then releasing down, shaking the wrists, the hips. Now from here, we're going to take the right leg back, tuck the toes under. Now left toes off the left side a bit, little kickstand behind to the left. Left hand under the heart, and we're going to open for side plank. Right arm to the sky, right foot pushes into the earth. Reaching up, looking up, deep breath here. Expanding in all directions, and then starting to release. Coming back to center, noticing how we feel after one side, and excited for the other side. Left toes tucked, right toes off the right side a bit, and centering the right hand under the heart. Opening to the left, arms in a straight line, left foot grounds, reaching out the top of the head, really expanding, looking up past the left fingertips, deep breath. And feeling more expanded, let's start to release. Now taking our knees wide, our big toes together, let's stretch back into child's pose. Hands can come forward or under the forehead. Take a few breaths, give the earth a big hug. Sending our love energy down into the earth. Feel the nourishment from the earth into our hearts. Child's pose has so many benefits, so take some time, soak it up a bit. Just surrendering for a few breaths, not having to do anything. Just perfectly where we're meant to be, right here, right now. And you can stay here as long as you want. Try to take at least one child's pose a day. Getting out of our small mind and into the big mind, the universe. And then coming up and playing around with downward dog next. We're going to start with plank. So hands under the shoulders, fingers wide, feet hip width apart, belly buttons in, deep breath here. And then when you're ready, start to lift the hips up to the sky, reaching the heels down as the hips lift, lengthening, keeping a slight little bend to the elbows and knees, but we're pressing through. Chest towards the thighs, head and neck relaxed, deep breath. You can pedal the feet a little back and forth here. And then full downward dog. And then coming down onto the knees. Let's start to take a little shake of the wrists and come onto the elbows, and let's do plank here. Elbows under the shoulders. We're gonna hover the hips a few inches off the earth, or if you want, tuck the toes, lift the knees up here, hovering with the knees up or down, your choice. Arms in tight, legs in tight, core tight, the face is relaxed. We're smiling, we're breathing. Lengthening out the top of the head, out the tailbone. Holding here, nice and powerful. I suggest 1 minute a day. I don't have my timer with me, so we'll hold, we'll breathe, we'll get out of our comfort zone for a bit. Lengthening and strengthening here. Doing hard things, right? Staying in our power. Keep breathing, keep holding. let's just rest. See how quickly you can relax everything. Do a little shake, wiggle. If anywhere isn't completely relaxed, help it out. We tend to walk around with tightness and tension in our bodies, so really important we take time every day throughout the day to check in, to make sure we're staying at ease in the body. We don't want dis-ease, right? We want to be healthy and able to go with the flow. Deep breath here, just listen to the waves. Staying nice and relaxed. Let's kick, well, if you're on the beach, kick some sand off your feet and then float your feet up. Little point flex, little ankle circles. Letting our feet rock side to side, or little zigzag crisscrosses, little temper tantrum legs. Playing around, lower back massage, loosening those hips up. And feeling the back happy, let's start to relax the legs down. Now lower body completely relaxed. Let's lift the head up, taking the elbows under the shoulders. Let's open the palms up. Now lower body completely relaxed. Let's inhale and look up. And exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, let's start to circle up and around. Exhale, continue circling around a few times. Playing with the tilts, turns, and switching directions, all about balancing out. Tension, our necks, giving them love, attention. One more breath here. And floating the head through center, noticing how we feel. And sliding our hands under the shoulders now, lengthening the legs back, reaching out the top of the head. Let's inhale, little cobra. Exhale, release. Sliding our hands in, let's lift up and back. Take a child's pose. Finishing up here. Feeling grounded, feeling grateful. Let's start to lift on up. Ready for a wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much for doing yoga on the beach with me. Thank you for all the love and good energy. The light in me sees the light in you. The divine in me sees the divine in you. Namaste.